How to achieve new employee retention rates of 96%. Hello, this is Craig Milbourne, the CEO from Rockstar Selection. In this video today, I am going to discuss the importance of measuring behavior and attitude in your recruitment process and how most firms get this wrong, with attrition rates costing thousands and thousands of pounds, with typical retention rates at 60 to 70% or even worse. There is a popular misconception about psychometric testing that it's just personality testing, but it's more than this. Instead, it's a complete profiling system that employers can really embed into their people's strategy because it helps to benchmark, recruit, develop, and retain star-performing employees. Within our Rockstar Curator recruitment platform, we provide a scientific, unbiased method of evaluating candidates in collaboration with one of our partners, the McQuaig Institute. McQuaig are backed by decades of research and experience, having been established over 50 years ago, back in 1966. That's all the way back to the year when England first and last won the World Cup. So you know this is a lot of experience. Particularly over the last 30 years, a lot of research has been performed by McQuaig and their occupational psychologists when looking at individuals. What has been found is that there are 3 levels of assessment when you look at individuals at either a recruitment stage or promotion stage or just any kind of manager trying to get a handle on that team. So we look beneath the surface of the process and ask important questions like 1. What makes a person fit the role? And 2. What makes a person perform in the role? And what we've got here on the screen in the chart is simply the 3 levels of assessments that are conducted in a typical recruitment process, and it may surprise you that you're actually doing all 3 of them already. The first stage. So the first level is what we call the appear to. This is how somebody looks, in inverted quotes, and how they come across. It is what your first impression of somebody is, and you'll see in the diagram on the screen each of these levels and their relative impact on performance. As you can see in the chart, the key consistency factor is that the more we assess people and move towards the right, the greater the impact on employee performance. Right at the bottom on the left there is level 1, and when we talk about appearance we talk about first impressions. The latest research for first impressions says that we make up the first impression within just 1.6 seconds. I'll say that again, just 1.6 seconds to make our first impression. People think that it takes a lot longer, but actually we use all of our mental models, all of our experience, and make a judgment extremely quickly, even whether we like or dislike somebody. So when we're in a recruitment situation, that's actually very dangerous. It's dangerous for the candidate, it's dangerous for the organization, because we've put so much stock on what someone looks like, i.e. how they come across, their manners, and how expressive they are. You know, people can often see and recall if somebody is wearing white socks with a dark suit, or has a bit of a soft handshake, wore a bow tie, didn't smile, or all of these types of things that actually make up that first impression. Candidates interviewed are often remembered most for such details, which you can see has very little impact on overall performance and suitability at level 1. It has some impact, but not very much. So level 2 is what we call the can-do level, or what the candidates say they can do. Level 2 is a really important level, and this is where you are specifically now in this moment in time. Level 2 is showing what someone has done in the past, or what they say they have done. That's showing all of their skills, achievements, experience, the education level, all of those things that we usually find on a CV. But really a CV on its own is flawed, as it's just the carefully edited highlights of someone's past achievements and career to date. It doesn't really give you any information about what they can do. So we talk about level 2 in this instance Furthermore, as a CV only shows the highlights, as nobody talks about failures or what went wrong in their previous jobs in a CV, so it really doesn't show the downsides of an individual, which are the things that go wrong in their job or role, which as hiring decision makers like you and me, we'd really love to know. So level 3, this brings us on nicely to the most important thing, which is the level 3 attributes. Level 3 is when you find out what the candidate will do when given a certain set of circumstances or situations or environmental factors. These are all the intangibles, all the hidden areas that you can't get from a basic interview, that you can't get from a CV either. So we talk about attitude, ability, maturity, temperaments, persistence, character, stability, self-motivation, judgment, and the whole collection of preferred working behaviors, all of those different areas in level 3. And this is exactly what we measure inside our Rockstar Curator platform, which incorporates the McQuaig psychometric system as just one of the multiple layers of candidate pre-screening tools in our scientific recruitment platform. So if you look at the next page, a typical recruitment process. Over our experience, what we found is that organizations will hire on level 1 and level 2, but they'll fire on level 3. So if you can really hone in on those level 3 attributes, then you can get the type of retention rates nearer to 96%. So if I scroll forwards and move to page 3, you've got the Rockstar Curator process. And that's where we come in for our clients. As I already mentioned, you were already doing levels 1, 2 and 3, but you are doing levels 1 and 2 as part of your pre-employment checks, but you are not taking level 3 until the candidate is actually on the job in your firm. So you only find out if the candidate will do the job the way you want them to do it once they are already working on the job, often by which time it's far too late. So by using the Rockstar Curator technology and methodology, you can clearly see on the right the additional high impact on performance of using level 3 assessment. It's only when you assess at level 3 pre-employment and get that correct, combined with levels 1 and 2, that you get this huge uplift in performance as seen on the right in the graph. And every time you increase the retention rates by 1% as an employer, you are saving thousands and thousands of pounds. So this is really pretty critical to the health and success of an organization and its employee life cycle stages, all the way through from benchmarking talent to recruitment to development and finally retention. When you get all of this employee ecosystem right, the first key benefit is that it enables your organization to make really better people decisions. It is really critical to get as many data points as possible when you are making that decision about an individual. By benchmarking recruiting on success cases and using a psychometric tool like within Rockstar Curator, you generate better people decisions. You are then in the enviable position of being able to create and blueprint our registered trademark, which is what we refer to as the Rockstar employee. This is what will set you aside from your competitors to be able to model and replicate your hiring successes. Now, a big question what I am asked all of the time is what makes this psychometric system different to others? And I think that's really one standout point here, and that is that the reports we generate through Rockstar Curator are written for line managers in simple English. They are easy to understand and they are simple to use. They're not written for psychologists and they don't turn people off. This is our key focus, to help the line manager alongside HR in simple to use English. So what happens when you use Rockstar Curator? Well, you go from decisions being made based on gut feel through to putting science behind that decision. Gut feel is very important, but it shouldn't be 100% of the decision. So psychometrics like ours helps you apportion a part of your decision making based on science. Gut feel still takes a part of it, CV takes a part of it, the ability takes a part of it, but all those multiple layers enable you to make better, more informed, evidence-based decisions, thus removing the chance factor from recruitment. In turn, you also get better performing teams because you have more information about an individual, more information about how to onboard and integrate them quicker, and how to get to grips with what's going to make them perform in the best way that is natural to them. So think, how do you as a manager understand how to manage this person better? And so of course, once you've done all of that, you reduce the staff turnover, which saves you costs. So if you'd like a free 20-minute demo consultation one-to-one with me on our Rockstar Curator system, you can click on the link below and book a day and time in my calendar using the diary option. During this 20-minute session, I will go under the bonnet and show you the precise system that we use with our clients to achieve predictable hiring success and retention rates of up to 96% for our clients using this methodology. So if you are curious to see how your organization could benefit from this platform, please click on the link below and book your demo now. Thank you for watching. We also encourage your participation to ask questions and leave comments and queries in the section below. Thank you.